Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm the High Pop Professor. And today I wanted to share my recent experience that I had that was a little bit strange. I managed to turn what would ordinarily be a pretty big hobby peeve of mine into a hobby hack, and I played like an Uno reverse card to turn the situation to my advantage. And I think that there's a lesson to be learned here. And so I just kind of wanted to share my experience. So the hobby peeve of mine that I encountered, and I'm sure this is not one that's uncommon, but when you're looking to purchase a cheap card, and yeah, we're talking about a card that's like $2, $3, and the seller is charging $5 shipping for a card that's like $1. Um, yeah, just don't do that if you're a seller. Please don't do that. Just plain white envelope it, eBay standard, standard envelope is fine. That's what you need to do. But anyway, so it was a strange situation because no one wants to buy those cards when you're having to pay, $6, $7, $8 for a card that should be $1, $2, $3. No one's going to do that. And so I wanted to share my experience because it just so turned out that, well, I mentioned in one of my hobby goals for this year's video is that I was trying to pick up some Tony Gwynn cards. And there are a couple specific ones I was trying to target. And I was considering some refractors, was considering some autographs, and I do want to share which one I eventually settled on. But what happened here is that I saw when I had targeted one, and I was fortunate enough to be the winning bidder, I checked the seller's other listings. And I saw that they had a whole bunch of Tony Gwynns that they were selling. But the strange thing was, they had them all as auctions. They all began at 40 cents for some reason. Not that they were high-end cards, but they did have like $5 shipping, like $4.59 shipping or whatever it was for these like cheapy cards. And so I found myself in this strange situation where I'd already committed to buying a higher-end card, a larger card from this seller. And I figured, look, if I'm already paying the $5 shipping and they can do combined shipping, I'm using that elevated shipping charge as it's a double-edged sword. It's a weapon that fends off other bidders because they don't want to bid the 40 cents or the $1 for a card that makes them have to now pay 5 or 6 for it. They're paying $5, $6, $7 for a card I would only have to pay $1, $2, $3 for. And so that gave me a tremendous advantage. And so even though I was only looking to pick up one bigger, nice card of Tony Gwynn's, I ended up winning auctions to like 21 others. And so, yeah, and I got them, and I got them all for less than what my max blanket bid was for the big card anyway. And so I just wanted to turn the camera around and just share my little, Tony Gwynn haul that I got, and we'll finish with the big one. But yeah, this is just kind of an interesting situation. I've never had someone charging like an exorbitant proportional shipping charge work in my favor before. And it was a weird scenario, weird situation, because I was already paying one shipping anyway. And I mean, not that like combined shipping is a big hobby hack that like is a big secret that people don't know about, but just situationally, the fact that you could use this as a competitive advantage against other potential bidders to keep them at bay and allow you to scoop up other ones that have a very low opening bid but high shipping. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn the camera around. We'll take a look at some of these cool Tony Gwynn cards. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these Tony Gwynn cards I picked up. And again, most of these I wasn't really actively seeking out. It was just I happened to, as a byproduct of having won a larger card from a particular seller, I wanted to see, while I was already paying shipping, hey, what else did they have for sale? And so I came upon a bunch of these. And again, most of these cards were somewhere between, 40 cents and $2. But for anybody else, they would have been like 7 with the shipping and the tax and everything like that. So anyway, just going to go through a couple of these. But it's a beautiful 84 Fleers. Is a second year Tony Gwynn card. Just gorgeous card. Absolutely love it. Didn't have that one. And it's just a beauty. Absolutely love it. And then we had a couple other ones that are just gorgeous. We have a 96 score, All-Stars, super shiny. And it does have a little crease in the top there, but that's okay. Then we got one from Upper Deck in 1996, VJ Lavero Showcase, where Tony Gwynn is literally teaching a class, which is great. One of the cool things about Tony Gwynn was he was a heck of a community member. He was involved in all kinds of charities and awesome groups helping out the community. Here's a beautiful 95 Emotion Masters. This has to be one of my favorite Fleer Skybox sets. This was the very first one that Fleer teamed up with Skybox on. 95 Emotion. Really thick, high quality, beautiful cards. Absolutely love it. This one's an insert from 95 Fleer, one of the ugliest sets ever made. Ugly pack wrappers too. They were this awful yellow color, but here's a beautiful All-Stars card with Gwynn on one side and a certain guy, Ken Griffey Jr., on the other. And so really happy to get this card for both reasons. I like both of those guys. Let's go ahead and display Gwynn though. Let's keep that over here, sideways cards. And then we got a beautiful 96 Ultra on base leader gold medallion. Yeah, that's a gold medallion there. If we can, there we go. And yeah, there it is, 96 Ultra. I see it right on there. So you gotta love a good parallel of an insert. These on base leaders. How about another 96? This one's a score artist proof. You can see the stamp right there. This is the Showcase series? No, it's Dugout. Dugout collection, that's what it was. See in the back there, Dugout collection, artist proof. There we are. Then we got some really cool other things here. We have a 95 Leaf heading for the Hall. Absolutely love this die cut. Reminiscent of a Hall of Fame plaque, of course. Numbered out of 5,000 on the back, which is a big deal back then. Because numbered out of 5,000, man, you know, back in 95, whew, that was about as limited as they got. I mean, I know it sounds kind of absurd to our modern, you know, sensibilities, but whew. Also, you know I'm a sucker for Diamond Kings, especially mid-90s Diamond Kings with Dick Perez artwork. Look at this. Look at that beautiful artwork. Tony Gwynn. Just great. I'm going to move these to the side to make some room. And then check this one out. Now, this one I believe they remade more recently, but this was a 95 Stadium Club Ring Leaders. And this was a really awesome one. Oh, this eagle in the background, stars and stripes, and they got the ring there. Yeah, Ring Leader, Stadium Club 95. Man, there's a lot going on in that card, but I love every bit of it. And also, they had a Donruss Elite card for Tony Gwynn. Just Donruss Elite. How about that? Numbered out of 10,000, like they usually were. This is 96 Donruss. This one wasn't quite as highly coveted. There were certain years, the earlier years, were a little bit tougher to get. And the reason why, you know, starting in really 94, they started to get easier to get because the print run was not quite as astronomical on the entire product. And so because they still had the 10,000 made, it was just easier to find them, like proportionally within the product. All right, beautiful 97 Topps Hobby Masters, if we can focus. There we are. Gorgeous shine. I absolutely love this card. I have it for Maddox. Now I've got it for Mr. Padre. And we got some of my very favorite sets. Here's a Hot Commodities, and this is from 96 Upper Deck. Beautiful etched foil design. You've got the hollow foil for the team and the Upper Deck logo in the other corners. Beautiful, gorgeous die cut. Whew. Man. Do they make cards like this today? Like, do they make them this awesome? I'm not sure they do. And we got this gorgeous 94 SP Hollow View Blue with this hologram on there. If I can get this hologram to pop. There we go. Now we go. You got to get it just in the right light. There he is. Look at that hologram. Oh, man. Stunning. What a set. Love the Hollow View Blue. Someday I'll pick up a Hollow View Red with a die cut, but that day is not today. Then I love this Power Booster. The Topps Star Power. I've talked about this one before. 96 Topps. Love that speckly shine. I have definitely shown cards like that before. Although I'm not sure, I have the Maddox in this 96 Fleer Zone insert. Tough one. This was like one in 72 packs. So it was one of the tougher inserts they had. It was not serial numbered, but it's got the same kind of speckle on it that the Nth Degree from like 95 Score Summit has. Just gorgeous though. Absolutely stunning cards. Just beautiful. Here's another one we got here. And this one's the Gold Leaf Stars from 95. And of course these were die cut. We have the star die cut out of there, and serial numbered on the back out of 10,000. So look at that. All right. And then we got this one. We have the Special FX from 96. This is not the red die cut. Let's again see if we can get this hologram in the right. There we go. The right light to be able to see him as he's turning his head. There we are. Okay. And we got a couple ones to finish up here. Got this beautiful mid-90s Stadium Club. Look at this really cool acetate card. In fact, it's so fun to turn these around because there's like, it almost looks like a test proof, you know, with not much on the back there. But beautiful cards, just stunning. Just stunning beauties. And this guy also had some refractors. Here's a beautiful 96 Bowman's Best Previews refractor for Tony Gwynn. Of course, watch for the BBP on the back. This one's the more common variety, but hey, for the $250 or whatever it was I paid for it, $325 with free shipping, hey, we're not gonna say no to that. I'm not gonna pass up that shine. And so, finishing with a refractor, and we'll finish up with our penultimate card here. This gorgeous Pinnacle 96 Starburst Dufex Beauty. Look at this card. Oh my goodness. I love it. Beautiful Dufex shine. And this is the one, again, the partial parallel. Series 2, they did 101 to 200. So that's what we got going on here. And then, so the reason I was able to pick up every single one of these cards, this is like 21 or 22 extra cards over and above what I was planning on getting, was because I happened to be the winning bidder and on this card. And so this is one we're kind of building up to. This was the biggie that I had purchased. And I was really having a hard time deciding whether I should pick a really nice Tony Gwynn refractor or a really nice Tony Gwynn autograph. I have a couple autos of his already, but, you know, you can't have too many, really. And so I couldn't decide. And so I kind of copped out and decided, well, why don't we get a refractor autograph? And so here's a 2000 Topps Finest certified pack-pulled autograph of Tony Gwynn on card, 3,000 hit commemoration. I mean, this this is the one. This is the biggie that I was looking for. And, you know, it's funny. There are a lot of versions of this card that have kind of a faded autograph. A lot of these Topps Finest, these chromium cards, these on-card autos, they tend to fade over time. But this one I selected because of its bold, beautiful bold signature. Just a stunning copy. Look at these colors. Look at this shine. Oh, man. Certified, pack pulled, and it's even got this certification hologram right on the back there. Even in a very, very subtle refractor on the back too. Fantastic. And a couple of videos ago, I mentioned when I was fixing my 2000 Finest gold refractor print run calculation, this was the card I was actually looking up to see what the pack odds were for something like this. And that's when I had that eureka moment and I realized I had enough info. But this was the one I was seeking from that 2000 Finest set. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me along our collecting journey. And again, when you see an eBay seller charging too much for shipping, you know, yeah, it's annoying. It's a pet peeve, but it could also be an opportunity. Look, if you're going to buy something anyway, maybe everything else they have will be discounted just for you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.